Uh-oh. We're live. It's the True Vapor Show, number 50. Yes, folks, 50 at the 50th show. Can you believe it? And look at this cast we have today. Always a great show. Great time to start your morning with us. So I'm going to give it to Daryl and let him take it away.
Good morning, everybody. Daryl Shergan, Quest for Vape. Welcome to the True Vapor Show. This morning I am vaping on this very classy and elegant Boss 3000 DNA 200 LiPo from Vaporized Nomads. And check this out. 3-cell LiPo, 1800 mAh each cell. I was vaping this 100 watts all day the last 2 days and still had 40% battery life each time. After a full day, this is all I was using.
Wow.
I also have on that, this is the Mason Gemini 2-post design now. That just came out, just released by Vaporgate. And Vaporgate. And in that, I am vaping on some very delicious Lizard Head Pass from Mountain Pass Premium Elixirs. Good stuff. It's a pear and brown sugar. And then I'm also, I'm vaping on this Heracles V2 RTA. Loving that. That's the one with the upgraded air holes and airflow. And on that, I'm vaping the Laissimo L3 touchscreen. Thing is badass. And in that, I am vaping on this Angel's Kiss from Black Edition e-liquids from Honolulu, Hawaii. That's all I have for today.
Nice, nice. And next to that gentleman, we have Mark.
What's up, ladies? How is everyone doing? I am vaping on the Geek Vape Eagle on the e-cig R150 with some Door e-liquid banana. Is it banana? Banana bondage. There we go. And I would be vaping on my Crown too, but the new coils are giving me issues again. So.
Oh, damn.
Yep. I'm getting a little hot spot thing again, so I'm just doing the Eagle this morning. Thank you.
Nice. And next to that gentleman, we have the man himself, Mike motherfucking Vapes.
Good morning, everybody. Today I am vaping on, what is this, JC25 from Movekin, their RTA, on the e-cig R150. And in there I'm vaping on some, this blueberry cheesecake from Cake Don, I think. Whatever it is. Vaping on that. Vaping on DNA Vapor Shark DNA 200, Mirage Evo RDA. In here I got some Bluebird. And am I vaping anything else? I think that's it. That's all I'm vaping. It's a small buffet.
I know, I can't believe it.
Everything. I got stuff packed up for the trip, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And there he is, the man sitting there chilling, Zack.
Indeed. Indeed.
Oh, crap. I didn't even see that.
What's going on, people? It's your friendly geek down the street. You know me, Zack, Vaping Moderation. And today I'm vaping on this here E-Pipe 618. It has a 2.5 ohm coil in it. That's right, 2.5 motherfucking ohms. And yeah, on this little tiny 18350 battery, and in there I got some naturally extracted tobacco juice. And then I am vaping on that. I just refilled this with some Yam I Am by that Rock City Detroit Rock Candy. That shit is good. And then other than that, I'm just vaping on this Cool Fire 4 with the Goon RDA on top with a nice little custom drip tip. And in that, I have some of the chocolate indulgence and a little bit of hazy custard concentrate. Yeah, I baked that shit straight.
Nice, nice, nice.
What's that mod that you just showed, but you didn't say what it was?
Oh, this mod? This is the Vaping Moderation desktop mod, custom created by me. Batteryless, completely battery-free. You don't have to worry about the batteries going down because it's power supplied from the wall.
Wow.
Plug that into the wall?
You plug this into the wall.
Yeah.
That's a little. That scares me a little
I
bit.
connected to this cable.
Okay.
All right.
What was that pipe-looking mod that I thought was the Guardian? What was that?
That was the e-pipe 618 by some Chinese company, and I kind of enjoy the way it vapes. It's like a real mouth-to-lung type of vape. I'm liking it.
Well, it would have to be with a 2 point something coil in it, so I'd hope. But all right, folks. Well, today I am vaping on my little special gift I got from a man over here, Mike Vapes. Bam! Look at that.
Nice.
Yes. E-class. Loving this thing right here. You got the Limitless sitting on top. Awesome. Now, I know Mark, right off the bat, he'll be like, ugh, that shit hangs over and it's ugly and I got OCD and all that crap. Well, I don't, and I love it. So, Mark, shut your mouth. In that, I am vaping some fried. If y'all have not tried this right here, y'all need to get a bottle of it. At least try it. I went through the fried banana already. Now this is the cookie one. This is good stuff.
Yep.
Also, I'm vaping on my little Sigeli with the Crown 2 that I've had no issues yet. And in that, I am doing Joe Turner, some Royal Strawberry Donut.
Joe Turner. Oh, God, Joe.
Hey, Joe. And, oh, last but not least, the workhorse itself, the LI with the Heracles version 2, RTA on top of that. And in that, I'm doing a little daily dose. Good morning, folks. I won't do the night until the night, so. All right. So we are here. We are live with y'all. And some folks have got a show to go to today. I don't, but some do. Why don't you tell us about the show a little bit, Daryl?
Oh, you
All
going
right.
now?
What's that?
You going to Syracuse?
I am going to Syracuse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
What are you, let me interrupt you a second. When are you leaving?
I'm leaving about 20 minutes after we get off air.
Oh, all right. Damn, we should have arranged. You should have came with me.
I'm staying with family. My wife and kids are going up tomorrow. We're staying with her roommate from college.
All right.
So, but thank you. That would have been an awesome road trip.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to Vapor Slam in Syracuse, New York. It's going to be 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday is B2B, and there will be a B2B section Saturday morning and Sunday morning. It should be an awesome show. I expect it's going to be smaller than Vegas, bigger than Daytona.
Nice.
Wow. Oh, by the way, I don't know if he's watching or not. I hadn't seen anything come through. I'd like to wish a special happy birthday to my boy Phenom Vapes out there. Happy birthday to you, son.
Happy birthday, Phenom.
Happy birthday, Phenom. I think he might be either still getting ready or he might be in his Uber right now on his way to me.
Ah, Phenom and the Uber.
Yep.
Can we tell a funny story, Mike?
Yeah, tell it. I don't know, whatever it is.
So,
Can you?
on the way to VPX in Las Vegas, me and Mike and Phenom all like connected and flew out together from the airport. So we met up at Mike's house. So I got there, and then we're sitting there hanging out, goofing around, waiting for Phenom to show up. And Phenom shows up about 10 minutes late. And he's like, dude, I forgot which house you lived in. I went to a house like 3 doors down. This is Queens. They're the same exact layout, the whole block. He went into the side door, down into the basement, walked in because he thought he was in Mike Vape's house. And there was a whole Asian family, and they were like, and they like didn't know, was cousin...
I can't believe they left their doors unlocked. He just
was cousin Lou coming to visit?
Dude, there was a little Asian boy like wearing an underwear. That's what he's like, oh shit. He brought his suitcase in the house and everything.
Oh, I'm here to visit. He should have just sat down and started eating. They would have thought, oh shit, it would have been like that European vacation movie, National Lampoon with Chevy Chase, where they show up to people like, who the fuck were they?
Oh my god.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, we're luckily that's the house he walked into and not somebody else's, and was shot on spot. So,
True.
so what good is out there happening right now? I've been MIA at work, so I haven't had a whole lot to see what's happening on the interweb lately. Any good news or anything?
Aside from the upgrades to G-Spot.
By the way, there is a new beta version G-Spot over at my Vaporium. It is awesome. I think even folks out here that are doing live shows are going to try to get that platform going with their own shows. But it makes Google Hangouts look like a cheap summer flick or something like that.
So weird the way YouTube's not even like up on their game, and
I know.
quality's so shitty.
Yeah, because the quality is crap here now, opposed to what you would see on there. It's something else.
It's horrible.
I had the chance to jump on last night though and mess around with it a little bit, and oh my god, it's just like it's like a new kid with a toy. It's pretty awesome everything you can do with it, and you have the ability to bring up to 50 people into one room, so that's like holy crap. But
I don't know if I can handle 50 people in a G-Spot. That would fucking probably drive me crazy.
yeah.
Everybody would be talking at once. The background noise would just be...
Yeah. But the way it's stacked up, you basically look like the intro to the Brady Bunch. You're just all on the screen in your little square and, doing your thing. So
Yeah, you can set it up like Hangouts to where whoever's talking just pops up on the screen, which is kind of nice, so you don't see all the 50 heads.
you're going to try a little trial version here coming up, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if it works on the show Sunday. I'm gonna try to see if I can like screenshot or whatever, screen capture it with OBS, and maybe it'll work.
And then you got to pipe the audio through too.
Yeah, that's the tricky part. I always have is piping the audio through.
I might be able to help you with that. I'm going to be doing it Friday as well. I'm going to give it a shot, so I'll let you know how successful it goes. And if it works right, then I'll give you the same setup that I use for piping the audio through.
Thank you.
So, is there any new products out there that Mark's got a few little cool ones that's kind of came in. You don't have to do a complete show me off, but is there one you'd like, one out of the bunch that gets your eye more than any of them?
Who, me?
Yeah, damn it.
I got cool products in? I didn't get nothing cool in. I
said you got some new little products in that.
I got this little thing. I was using it last night, but the button sticks on it. So it's auto firing like crazy, so I gave up on it.
Piece of crap, then. Never mind. Show's over. Goodbye.
That sounds great.
A bunch of random little like RTAs. They're all like really janky. Like they're just horrible. I mean, you could tell it just rushed everything out. Like, is it this one right here? I think. Yeah, this RTA. If I don't know who it's by, who's it by? The Mars RTA. And just trying to screw the deck back in there into the chimneys like a fucking pain in the ass. Like, I don't know.
All right.
Like 3 RTAs, and they're both like, all 3 are garbage.
Is this the first signs of the push then?
Yep. I'm just pushing it out. They don't care what goes out.
Meanwhile, they have that wrong. It's not August 8th. It's like December of 2016 when you have to have a product on the market. But who am I to say? I'm not an expert.
You got anything new there, Daryl?
I got a ton of cool new shit. That Gemini, that Mason Gemini RDA, I'm excited about that.
It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild how they kept the cosmetics of the outside the same. They just changed the inside up.
Is that the one with the window or no?
No. Doesn't have a window.
There's some. Is that from Vaporesso or no? No, right?
No. Vaporgate, Yosh.
Okay.
And it's the Mason 24. I don't know if they have it in 30 and 40 and 50 or whatever else they do for the Mason, but
this is got the first one.
Yep. That's the original one. So it's the same exact outside, but it's got a velocity deck instead of the 3-post deck.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Gemini tank. Never mind. My brain's not here today.
Oh, I got that. I got that a while ago. I wasn't crazy about it. It was okay. It wasn't any big splash for me, the Gemini from Vaporesso. Kind of like all the other RTAs on the market. It's good.
Mark, the Tsunami is the one that has the window.
Yeah, but I seen a photo last night. Vaporesso has a new RDA, and it looks just like the new Tsunami. It has a window and everything. 2 posts, bottom airflow.
Mark.
And, like, they're identical.
Mark, tell me that comment in chat is not true.
Mark got pissed. Oh, Jesus. We're not starting this again, are we?
I don't even know what's going on. I just thought I'd say it.
What?
Yeah, it's better left for after the show.
Okay.
I don't want to get into it again.
Alrighty. Just thought I'd put you on the spot, but anyway, we're back.
I have no restrictions and orders not to talk about advocacy. Whoever that made that comment.
It doesn't have to do with advocacy. It has to do with Rhonda.
Oh. I'm going to stay clear of that conversation.
Yeah.
Well, so I've had the luxurious chance to mess around with this Q class, and this thing is freaking awesome. I could see where some people might say that the cosmetics to it don't flow like maybe they should or whatever, but to me it's pretty damn awesome. It's the first time I've ever had an actual SX product, but man, this thing rolls.
Yeah?
It's very nice. And right now, the entire time I've had it, I've been running it at 70 watts on powerful mode, and it just delivers a vape like, you know, most times we can sit here and say, hey, I vape on something. Yeah, it vapes. You know, you can just basically tell difference a lot of time in upping or lowering your wattage, but there's just something about this that you can tell that something different's going on here, and it's nice. So, do I sound like a good, you know, person to do a commercial?
Yeah,
No.
that was an excellent promotion.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Thank you.
He just said you're hired. They're in the chat.
Nice.
Don't scratch that on bricks.
Yeah. No, me and Mark was talking the other day, and I said, this is one that I'll probably kind of leave at the house and vape on. He's like, well, why? And I said, it's nice. I don't want to take it out, get it all scratched up. I said, I'm not like you. I'm not going to bend over on the ground and just start rubbing it all over the concrete. So,
You got to rub it.
So it has a little bit of the look and feel of the IPv5, but it's a little more streamlined and sleek.
yes, and performs a hell of a lot better. So,
Dude, I'm ready to throw my IPv5 right in the fucking garbage.
I've actually done the first one that way almost and had a replacement, and I haven't even put batteries in it yet to try it. It's just still sitting in the box. But
Mine won't change wattage. Change wattage.
I had the same issue. I had the same issue as mine. What you have to do is, and it sucks.
I tried that. You told me go into temperature control.
No. You don't even have to do that. If you leave the batteries in and you use it a few times and you hit your up and down buttons every once in a while, it will start magically working.
Randomly, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't. But I've had it for days at a time. Just sit it, leave it alone, pick it up the next day, won't change. It's stuck on whatever wattage, so it's useless to me. I love the 510 connection on it, but other than that,
yeah, I know it sucks.
They shit the bed on that one.
What do we say? Okay.
It's too bad because I like the feel of it. I hope they fix that.
Yeah, the fried e-liquid, man, it's good stuff. I was just kind of partially catching a comment out there. Mine was sent to me by Vape Society Supply, and I was like, I don't know. I think it was Mike I first seen vaping on the cookie one, and I was like, okay, well, I actually tried the other one first. Mark also had the same thing. He tried it. I mean, I think we both agreed, yep, on the banana. But, man, this shit, it's good. And if you look at the labeling, you'd sit here and look and go, well, damn, it looks like a blueberry and some type of Danish or something. And we couldn't figure out what the hell it was at first until we actually went and started doing a search on it. But that's pretty good stuff.
Gravy burgers? Oh, that's something different. Never mind.
Damn.
I'm not paying attention to chat.
I say that. You're not paying much attention to anything. What's going on over here these days, son?
I got one eye on chat, one eye on the screen, or on the show.
Mark, did you get a little sun?
Did I? No, you know what I did?
You look a little colorful today.
Someone made a comment in my live Looker video feed that I was wearing a skin-colored shirt, but the shirt was orange, so I figured the color was off of my camera, so I kind of did a little bit of adjusting, so now it looks like I have more color to my face.
Yeah.
No, I don't go out of the house to get color. Unless
I
he's
thought you were wearing makeup.
Yeah.
It looks like you've been basking in the sun a little bit.
No, just a little adjusting on the color on my camera. It do wonders.
Basking.
His wife is doing makeup on him now before shows.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I powder up.
Either that or his son's been hooking him up with it. Oh, man. Mike, have you had anything new come in worth that's just blowing wind up your skirt?
Nothing blowing wind up my skirt, but I got this thing, this device here. It's called Mustang XP, I think. It's made by the Friday Morning, the originators of the Coil Master 5, like the 521 tab.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually the ones that originated that tab. But anyway, this is one of their devices. It's got the SX350J version 2 chip in here, and dual 18650. Batteries are ran in parallel. There's the inside.
Wow.
75 watt. They also make one that's the 200 watt version. It all has a fuse. Look at that, right on top. And they give you extra fuses, so this way, if something happens, you fuck up something with it, instead of messing up the chip, it'll blow the fuse out.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's a regular fuse. You could get this anywhere, this fuse, but they give you like 4 or 5 fuses. $320 for this thing.
I'll pass.
Do you suspect that it's going to go through some of them fuses? I mean...
No, I don't think so. They just, I guess, give it for...
What's the point of the fuse? Like, doesn't the board have all the safety, like, regular safety features in place? Like, that's what I was trying to figure out, the point of the fuse.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You would think the board... But sometimes boards burn out. I mean, Zack, you could chime in on this.
Yeah. Actually, if it's an SX board, it probably doesn't have any protection between the chip and the battery pack. You really only need protection for lipos, but that would save you in case you like flipped a couple of batteries maybe backwards or something.
But I would think because it's ran in parallel, I think they put that fuse in there, so this way, just in case you can put it in series.
Yeah.
The batteries, because that'll burn a chip out if you put it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That might be the reason for the protection. I think the XP probably stands for extra pricey. 720.
Probably.
Well, let me
This one's 320, and the one that's ran in series is $360.
Wow.
Damn.
Now, I see the digital camo print on it. Is it supposed to be like a heavy-duty mod for, I mean...
No, it's 3D printed.
Okay.
It's all plastic, the whole thing. Very
Wow.
light with nothing on it. I mean, I like the digital camo. I'm a big camo freak. I love camo. But the price is just too fucking high, I think, for it. But,
It's pretty steep, but...
Yep.
I'm surprised Phenom doesn't have 4 or 5 of them sitting on the desk, but... Oh.
Well, they got that. What else? Do I have anything else? I like this this RTA from Movekin. This JC25. Really digging it. I mean, I love this. This is like so awesome. I love this top fill.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Just pour your liquid in. It's so convenient using. You know when you have to take off your top fill cap and then you've got to place it on the table somewhere?
Yeah.
Or let's say you're in your car and you need to fill it or out and about. It's like you're holding that piece and it's like all right, where do I put this top piece? With this, you don't got to worry about that. You just turn, fill. It's fucking awesome.
That is awesome.
Well, I need to build mine then. I got mine in the stainless though. Mine's not the black. I like that black color better.
They made it like that so if you use it in the disguiser, you don't need to remove the RTA to fill it. You could just kind of open it, fill it, and close it.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Did you ever try out your little JC25 RDA?
Yeah, I got the JC25 squonking that shit.
Oh.
This one's pretty good too. I like the RDA itself. It's just a simple RDA, but it
small.
performs. You know, the squonking feature on here is awesome. It's fucking super easy to do. I was shocked when I put it together how easy it was.
Yeah, when they sent the kit and I got this box and it said this was the RDA, I was like, holy crap, that thing is small.
Yeah. The only thing about taking on and off the squonking feature in here is those two bottom screws. You got to sit there and try and keep the wire away while you're trying to screw that down to into the 510. But it's pretty nice. You know.
Nice.
Cool. Anybody try the Smok Quantum 80 yet?
I
I got one, but I haven't really used it. It's been sitting here at the JC25 on top of it. It's pretty cool looking.
They sent me and Daniel one a couple of months ago. They had sent us to basically test them out and give our thoughts on it. And we told them what needed to be adjusted on there, and actually did a video on it too.
I remember that.
It's pretty nice. It's got I love the fire button.
Yeah.
The side fire, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. It's not a bad device, you know.
I've been playing around with it a little the last couple of days, and then I tried to use the Bluetooth, and the app asked me for password, and they did get back to me after a couple of days. If anybody out there is watching and has one, the password starts out at 0 6 times. 6 zeros is the password. I was like, what?
Yep.
And then I got an error message in Chinese.
But I did the update on it through the app. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
You don't have to plug it in or anything. You know, on the go, just update it. So it's pretty cool.
They also made that smoke menu a little easier to navigate through, and then when you want to select something, you just click and hold down the fire panel instead of waiting and for it to time out and to go to the next thing.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it is with all of them. You know that, right?
And for some reason, when I click that fire button, it scrolls to the next option, and that's the one it selects. So
like on the X Cube, it was always a hard press to get out of there instead of waiting.
That never worked for me. Or maybe I was just like too heavy on it, and then it clicked to the next one, and that's the one it selected.
Trust me, I used it for a while. I never knew that, and I was doing the same thing. I was just sitting there waiting for it. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. And I think someone told me, no, hard press it. And I did it. Oh shit. Okay, cool.
Especially when you want to turn it off, and you're like, now I gotta fucking wait to turn this thing off.
Well, let me ask you real quick, Mark, because you made mention at the first of the show, and I'm curious because this is a new fact to be heard. Your crown, what's going on?
I don't know. They got rid of the pearl chrome plating, so that now they all screw into the base. But the first coil was fine, but this one I'm getting that wire taste, and it's only this is the 0.25, only at 60 watts. And if I vape it longer, like if I vape it for like a second, I'm fine. If I take really deep vapes off it, like deep pulls, you can taste like a hot wire.
Wow.
We were talking about this after the show off air last week with Daniel. I like that they got rid of that weird chrome plating and they went back to the stainless steel out of housing. I just got these new coils in the other day also. And I think they still have that problem with that first wrap is just so low and needs to be tucked back in into the coil. I don't know how to identify what I'm experiencing. It's good flavor and everything, but I hear what you mean. It feels like I get a very hot sizzle. I'm not tasting metal, I'm not tasting wire, but I am getting like an extremely hot spit once in like fairly often. I think they need to tweak their coils a little bit better.
Yeah, mine's like, if I vape on it, like, really like normal for a few seconds, like near the end of the vape, it's like it just tastes like a hot spot somewhere on the wire. I'm just tasting like straight wire, and it just destroys the flavor of the vape. It's horrible.
I haven't
But
experienced none of that.
yeah, it's only with like some coil. Like the first coil I took out of the batch, beautiful. But I wanted to go through a bunch of coils before I did a video, so I grabbed the second coil, and then the second coil did it. First one didn't do it, and I thought I was crazy. But then some people started telling me they noticed it. So I don't know. Some people notice it, some don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. And we obviously know now they're out there starting to circulate. There's a few stores, I believe, that have them now. So.
And I took the coil apart, and I took the cotton out, and I like dry fired just the coil to see if there's any hot spots along the wire, but there wasn't no hot spots. So it's got to be that top wrap that everyone's talking about. Like I don't know if it's not coming in contact with the cotton. It almost seems like it's not coming. Like there's one coil that's not touching the cotton, and you could taste, and it's heating up, and you could kind of taste it because it takes a few seconds before you taste it. Like if I just vape it for a second, you won't notice it, but on like the third second, you'll start tasting the wire.
I think there's a conspiracy going on here. I think they're trying to opt you out the bunch.
I think they are.
So.
I do think that. They're sending me all the garbage. Like, let's get rid of this guy.
Weren't you giving bad reviews here a while back for some stuff? So, just kidding, folks. I have, like I said, no issues out of mine.
And it's like, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say I've normally been running mine around the 70-watt range, and dude, I'm like on my. I think since I've had it, I'm getting into the 4th or 5th coil, and this is my go-to work. So at least 5 days a week, I'm taking it to work with me to use, and I haven't had any issues with it yet. But
yeah, I mean, and it sucks because I can't send them the coil because I don't know which coils do it unless I start using the coil. So I would have to send them a used coil in a tank with juice in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know which coils do it, and it normally doesn't. It doesn't do it right off the bat. It takes a good, like an hour break-in period, and then starts doing it. It's the weirdest thing. I've never experienced with any other tank in my life, or any other coil head in my life. It's the weirdest thing. And it sucks because this tank is so awesome, but the coil head, I don't know.
yeah, I don't either, man.
Have you used the Rafale coil heads in it?
Yeah, the Rafale coil heads are fine.
Yeah.
But these, I don't know what's going on.
Did you try the RBA section for it?
No, I gave all mine away in Detroit.
That's right. We discussed that.
I got the RBA section in this crown too. The RBA from the Rafale, kicking ass, works great. I almost feel like the same outer housing for the coil, like it's the same coil for the Rafale and the crown too, just that bullet tip on the base. Yeah, if I had to guess, and I mean the flavor's fine. I don't get exactly what you're experiencing, Mark, but I certainly don't get 100% pleasurable vape all the time on it, and that bothers me. It just, to me, it feels like it's getting a little bit way too hot.
The coil also is overrated for the amount of wattage they have on it. It can't do what it says.
Oh yeah,
maybe if you hit it once and then let it sit.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna take 2-3 pulls back to back, no way.
I wouldn't go.
I think like on the .25s, the maximum is 70 watts. I wouldn't go any higher than that.
See, and that's how you can tell these things are inconsistent, because when I did the first look, I was vaping the .25 at 100 watts, and that thing was keeping up like crazy, and it was beautiful. But then a few hours after that, that coil just went to hell. Like, I don't know, these things are, the coil heads are just, something's wrong. Like, some are good, some are bad, some are underrated, some are overrated. Like,
I vaped the .25s at 65 watts, and I have had no issues with it. No issues at all. I actually have one of the brand new coils with me. I'm taking with me, and I'm gonna test that out over the weekend.
So that's good to know.
Yeah.
No, I think this new coil that I put in said it's the .25. I think it said 100 watts. Let me just open this up.
Yeah,
but
it's 60 to 100 is the rating on the .25s.
And I did crank it up to 100, and I got it there, but it wasn't comfortable to vape at 100.
Right. I think it has to do with the coil head itself, the airflow, the way the bullet is. Those openings aren't big enough to accommodate. You know what I'm saying? Hitting 100 watts, you're not getting enough, I think, air.
Okay.
Yeah, the restriction works good at lower wattages, but once you crank them up, that restriction is just too much of a restriction for what it's trying to do. So
I feel my comfortable vape with those was at 65 watts. I've had no issues. Runs beautiful at 65.
Oh, and by the way, if y'all haven't noticed, hi Mark, it's your mom.
actually, that was my son calling from my mom's house.
Well, I was almost on point.
Oh man, every day. Nicky Fawcett.
Can you guys see this?
Yes.
This is what we're talking about. Let me capture the screen a minute, if you don't mind. It's this first wrap at the bottom when you take the. Am I up on screen? There we go.
There we go.
When you take the bullet nose, the bottom base out, it's that first wrap. There. See how you can see it? And it's like boom right there. It's not tucked up into the cotton.
I guarantee you that's what it is. I'm positive.
And then you see this lead. You could see the end of the lead curling out there. So when you put that base in, it pulls. You pull on this out, and it pulls that first wrap maybe down a little bit, and maybe it's contacting the top here.
You could see it on top. It looks like it's not really touching the cotton.
Yeah.
It's right. It's.
I see the spot.
You can see up on the top side here.
Yep.
That first wrap is maybe dipping down a little bit below the cotton and maybe making contact. We don't know this for sure. Maybe making contact with the. This is the 510 base on the coil. If that's the case, then yeah, maybe with airflow or when the rest of the coil heats from the center out, maybe when it gets down there, all of a sudden it's like, maybe it's arcing, maybe it's getting direct. Yeah.
And that's why I only notice it after like a couple seconds. Like it's not the first second or two, it's like the third or fourth second you start noticing like a very mild like wire taste.
Okay.
It's heating from the inside out.
And if that's the case, that first wrap is actually that no resistance wire leg. That's before that little weld spot. That little before it connects with the parallel coil. That's the part that's supposed to heat up first. We don't know. I think that the design engineers should fly all of us over to China, and we'll get to the root of this problem at the factory itself. All right, you all.
Mike, it seems like you're pretty hot, hat or not. So
I know, I see that. Thank you very much.
All right, well, let me ask this question of the people on the panel. Knowing what you know now, but if you could only vape this at 60 to 65 watts, would you still enjoy using the tank?
Yes.
Yeah, I always use the .2s from the Crowns. Even from the original, I was vaping it at 60 watts, 65.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm at the point where I want to actually take down the video I did because I don't know. In the video, it's vaping perfectly, and I was so like excited about it. But it's been nothing but like I don't know. I had bad luck with this thing ever since then.
Well, some people would be like, "Hey, I know it won't do this, so I'm just not even going to give it the time of day, and I won't fool with it just because it won't do what it says." But if it's real comfortable at nice at certain wattages, and it really won't do what it's supposed to do, but it's nice what it can do. A lot of people are like, I don't give a damn, I'm still going to use it. So
that's what in my video, when I did the video for it, I actually state that if you try to do what it says, like over a certain, like over 70 watts, they're mislabeled. So I covered myself like that.
It just seems like whenever they switch to the Rafale coil head design, like shit just started getting fucked up. Because even when the Rafale came out, didn't they have like a first bad batch of coils or something like that? I thought. Or
yeah,
they were leaking. Remember?
Yeah, the .2s were leaking, and then we come to find out it wasn't just the .2s; it was the .5s.
Yeah, and the design on it's almost the same. It's just that bottom pin that's different. So I don't know. Maybe it's just their new design or something. I have no clue.
And we've had some very small instances where there have been leaking out of them. Of course, I'm not wanting to turn this into another
UL episode.
Yeah, I mean it gets old after a while. But my curiosity was, I know you received new coils. I wanted to see where we started going bad. Cause
they fit, but they don't. For me, they don't vape well. That's my opinion.
Because I know when we talked the other day, you were telling me, oh yeah, these seem to be fixed, but obviously that doesn't seem to be the case now. So just be fair warned. Obviously, and me and Mark know this for a fact by, I don't even remember the gentleman's name on Facebook. He said he'd received one, and they are selling them with the old coils still. They do not have the updated supposed ones that they're sending with them. So
why they went out into the market with the original coils that were at but the replacement tubes they weren't supplying. Like none of the shops were able to get their hands on the replacement tubes, and then now the ones that the shops and the wholesalers can buy are the newer coil, the one that we just got like 2 days ago.
But I have the older version, and mine are all working properly. So you might get good ones, but there's probably going to be bad ones out there floating too. So be prepared.
Could just use Rafale coils. I've been using them since the beginning, and it works fucking perfectly.
Yeah. If there's one thing that I have a ton of right now is the .15 nickel coils for the Rafale. I don't think I ever used one of those. So.
I gave all those away in giveaways.
I use them when I'm temperature control testing a mod, doing a dry burn test, because I won't really use them to vape personally, but I'll certainly use it to test a mod.
So what, do y'all know any good vendors that's going to be at the show this weekend?
Yeah.
Rigmod.
What's that?
Rigmod.
Rigmod's going to be there?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Uh-oh.
Cool. I'm sure I do know a shitload of vendors. I haven't even...
Local vape.
Oh, cool.
I'm trying to remember. Who else?
Let me pull it up.
I'm just trying to think of all the new little toys that Phenom will be bringing home.
You know he will. He'll buy everything there that he hasn't gotten yet.
Which, I don't know how that'll be.
See what they have to say. Vapor Slam New York. 24th, 25th, and 26th. Oh, okay. Do you want to hear a rundown of who's going to be there?
Yeah, if you want to throw a few out.
I'll throw a few out, just the biggest ones. Bad Drip, Adirondack, E-Liquid, Cloud Chasers, Inc., Craving Vapor, Wi-Fi Vapor. Let's see who else is big.
What is I see Wi-Fi Vapor at every show. Who are they? Like, what are they? Like, do they provide Wi-Fi for vapors? Or do they sell juice, or what? I always
distribution company. They're a distro company.
Oh, okay.
If that was the case, we sure weren't using Wi-Fi.
We weren't included in that.
I always seen those guys like everywhere.
Yeah, it's a distribution, like e-liquid distribution company.
Okay.
Quick question. Is it safe to charge your 18650 batteries through USB on a DNA 200 chip like the Triad?
Sure. It's going to be freaking ultra slow, but it'll be fine.
I mean, the DNA has a very nice, sophisticated, balanced charging chip in it, right? Am I wrong in saying that? That's why
it's going to be a half amp split between three cells. I mean, that's just going to be so ridiculously slow. It's not even funny.
So you're better off using an external charger on that deal.
Yeah,
Yes, it could be done.
I would feel safer charging a DNA over USB than I would like a Wismec or IPV or something or not IPV, but one of the smaller Chinese. Never mind, I don't know what I'm saying. One of the shittier mods. Pretty much.
I agree. Yeah. They don't have a very good charging chip, and that's where the IPv4, the original one, had trouble. But the DNA devices, I mean, some of them you can't even, like this SMY, been using this for 8 months, 9 months, and charging it every other day. It's a LiPo battery in there, and that charges fine. This one, same thing. You can't take the battery out on these. But as far as removable 18650s, whenever, I agree, Mark, whenever you have an opportunity, you're better off charging externally. The chip that they put in those cheaper, lower-end mods is not sophisticated. It's there as a convenience if you're in a pinch.
Yeah.
Here's an example: the Kanger Subbox Mini, or the single 18650 that is like a starter kit, and it comes with a little. So you buy a battery, and it comes with a little USB, and you don't want to buy an external charger. So all these new beginners are using that and recharging. After about 2 months, their batteries are pretty much, because we see them when they come back in the shops, their batteries are just destroyed. They won't hold a charge for more than an hour anymore. Their internal resistance, it just eats up the battery. It doesn't charge it right. It doesn't let it go through the normal life cycle of a battery that it would. Did I explain that well?
Yeah, I also would like to just kind of touch on for a second, we might be missing. I hope people aren't doing this, because I thought we went over this pretty well, but there is no such thing as charging and vaping at the same time. There's no way for any charger to provide enough of a bump for you to also vape on it. What's going to happen is you're going to charge up a little bit, then you're going to pull out a bunch, and then you're going to charge up a little bit, and you're going to pull out a bunch, and that will wreck a battery. That doesn't take long to wreck a battery at all. So yeah, there's no such thing as a pass-through device where you can vape and charge at the same time. That is total bull. You want to charge and not touch it, and you want to vape and not have it charging. That's the two situations you want to be in.
I couldn't agree more, Zach. Nothing irritates me more than when people ask me, does that have pass-through? Because it's like, yes, if you're so fucking lazy that this is your only mod and you have to vape while it's charging, you can, but it doesn't charge and discharge power at the same exact time. Sorry, I didn't mean to repeat what you just
Well, let me tell you something. If you were able to afford buying packs and packs of cigarettes every day, I'm sure you could afford to buy a second mod.
Yeah, bigger battery.
It's ridiculous. The shit costs $30.
Yeah,
that's fucking where I am. That's what? That's 2.5 packs of cigarettes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The only pass-through device I think I've seen, like a decent one, is the one that Provari offers. The kit.
No, this is the only true pass-through device right here. This can be plugged in and vape at the same time. It's the only thing that you can actually plug up and vape at the same time.
But
and then there's those ones at the shows that have like 10 attachments as well.
if you are down to your last mod and you are trying to charge and vape at the same time, contact Mark Fagan. He's got a special going right now. He will get you hooked up.
All my mods are going for 99 cents with $200 shipping.
So it boils down to more likely like new beginners who don't know yet that they'd like to own more than one of these. It's like a cigarette lighter. You didn't really need a bunch of them. You just needed one to light your cigarette. And the mentality of owning equipment and having a bunch of stuff and extra batteries and external chargers, that's a new concept for beginners in vaping. But after a little while, a very short amount of time, anybody using a device, if you could take an 18650 battery out, buy a second battery, get an external charger, and then you don't have to, you just hot swap, put a new battery in. That's a compelling argument for get a starter kit that uses an external battery that you can get 2 batteries and a charger. Or say you're using like an Ego all-in-one. Get 2 of them. They're cheap enough. They're what? They're under $30. So just one's charging and the other you're vaping.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you're gonna vape, I mean, more than likely you have enough sufficient funds to purchase a second device to kind of keep going back and forth on. So.
And I think if people know that that's the safer way to go, it's safer, it's going to prolong the lifespan of your equipment, it's better to have a second one. Like rotating your tires on your car.
Oh, you're supposed to do that?
No, you don't have to, but if you don't want to be
Mark.
buying tires as frequently, and tires are fucking expensive.
Not for you, Mark. You fly everywhere you go, so you don't have to worry about it.
Hell yeah, I got my private jet sitting in the driveway.
Oh man. All right. Well, we're getting down close to that time where did y'all do a comp last night on the show?
Yep, everybody was a winner.
What?
And I'm not joking. Yeah, the chat was like, it was weird.
Well, hold on. Was Mike Vapes on that show?
Yep.
And everybody won?
Yep.
What the?
Hell yeah.
That's what I said. I did the rainbow cloud.
I don't even know what that is. That some.
That's a signature move that it takes years and years to train for.
Okay, I'd rather not know what's up with that one. But. All right. Well, we're getting close to that. Any last minute thing anybody's got before we start getting into that? Show's been a little dead today. I know.
I think it was a nice show.
It was. I feel wore down, and I just don't feel like my heart's in it right now today. But I'm getting excited about next weekend. It'll be 4th of July weekend, and I'm going to have 3 days off in a row, which I cannot believe. I don't know what that's like, or I haven't known what that's like in a while, because I'm sick of work. But, yeah. Go ahead.
I have noticed that a lot of reviewers that I watch, like, they're not putting out content, like, really anymore, as much anymore. And I'm wondering if the FDA is kind of bringing people down, or if they're slowly, like, I don't know, giving up or what. Like, I won't say names, but just some people, like a few people, haven't been doing videos lately.
Are you talking about Brian?
Oh, Brian's one of them. Brian, Southern Gentleman, Vaporwood.
I'm guilty.
They haven't been doing videos in a while.
Well, Southern Gentleman hasn't been doing videos before the FDA.
Yeah.
I think enough with school. Vaporwood, I think, is too busy with work, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Brian hasn't done a video in like a fucking month.
Well,
I'm ready to go to his house and just start doing videos for him.
Well, no, he did a video 2 weeks ago. His new Elite videos.
Oh yeah. He'll take out a lot out of you.
He's been I think he was in trouble yesterday. I was seeing a little bit of I think he forgot to take the trash out or something.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I slowed down a little bit. I have a pile of backlog of stuff I need to get reviews out on. It got busy here between work and the end of school year with a whole lot of things like violin recitals and concerts and stuff like that wrapping up. My oldest daughter has had half a days for the last like 3 weeks. Just she goes in for a test, leaves, and she's home an hour later. And but that's just me. I don't know what anybody else is doing. I do think that sometimes though, when you're running at a pace of 3 to 5 videos a week for a while, it goes well. It blows your channel up, and you grow. And then, but it does drain you. It's exhausting after a while.
Yeah. Well, and I also kind of feel too that the breed of the vape reviewer is a newer thing, especially as many people that's involved in it now. And everybody has gone strong for a year, but now it's kind of like anything else. Vaping's not old to me, but just the grind of doing things, you get kind of burned out on it a little bit. And folks are obviously going to slow down. It's just common life. You know, I'm burned out with work right now, so my heart's not into work. But even though I still got to do that, but this right here, you know, it kind of is what it is. But
so a good example is this show. We started this show just shy of a year ago. Me and ST. And look what it's grown to. It's awesome. It's great. It's every week. And like after a while, oh man, what are we going to talk about today? New products. It becomes, I think, more about the interaction with chat, the interaction with people out there in the combined audiences, current stuff in the news, and new products. And then, like, what else is there? Like our lives. Nobody wants to hear about that too much. A little bit, but a little peek, and then okay, put that back away because we don't want to know everything about you.
Well, like I said, I'm always trying, you know, we're always bouncing ideas off one another and trying to come up with new things on here, but, you know, we'll keep working at it. But I know for myself, and this is strictly speaking for myself, I work a lot of hours, so my body's just kind of like a little bit with things, but
I was just curious because I was just wondering what people were doing, like if they were slowly giving up, or I mean, I know around this time of year, like kids are out of school, like my kid's out of school, so it's hard to get shit done with him fucking running around. But
and me and Mark was talking about that also yesterday. You know, for people that have done this or haven't, I don't, and I'm feeling that I'm not the only person here, but when you do a video in your home or wherever you're doing it at, you don't want really people around. You want it nice and quiet. You don't want anything going on. That way, if you mess something up or you need to do something, or you just don't have that unexpected person walk in and not realize what you're doing or whatever, you want all background noise out of it, and you like to have that full concentration on what you're doing. So I think a lot of us are the same on that, and that's why when we do stuff like this, you don't ever really see people in the background. So
yeah, my kid's tied up right now in the closet during the show. So shut up.
Oh, show just got pulled. Sorry.
Nice.
Chicago youth authorities come in, so
I will let you out when the show is over. Finish your crackers.
My kids have been roaming around the house, like walking behind me. They had a half a day. Tomorrow's the last official day of school, but they got home like 2 hours after they went to school. I just dropped them off on the bus, and then they like literally followed me back in the door.
I hate half days.
It's awkward. And at the end of school year, I don't know who else in the review world has kids, but it definitely changes things up quite a bit. I'm not losing my passion for YouTube or for vaping or for products or doing this stuff. I do feel the need on a personal side to step up my game a little bit on the technical side, editing, sound-wise.
Yeah.
YouTube's been fucking up my videos like incredibly horribly. Like the longer the video is, the more editing I do, the more out of sync my audio is, and it forced me to actually have to go in and play around with Final Cut Pro. And I did a couple of videos so far in Final Cut Pro. It's a nightmare for me to do a 15-minute video. It takes me like all day. How do I figure out how to do this? I'm 44 years old. I didn't grow up on this shit.
No.
But I'm learning. So I'm at a little bit of a gap between where I want my production quality to be and where my skills are right now. I need to bridge that gap, learn a little bit more practice. I'll be fine in a couple of weeks. You'll see videos rolling out.
Well, and another
I know you're excited about that, Mark.
Oh yes, definitely.
Well, another thing that you're saying too, and I'm believing that this is what's going on with it. Look at all your bigger guys like Rip. Rip's all of a sudden kind of venturing into other things. I think he's just, it's not that he's looking for a new venue, but he's just kind of, you know, he's done his thing quite a bit. Now he's just looking for something kind of different. Twisted the same way. I've been noticing he's been kind of going all over the place a little bit with his videos. You know, everybody, it's just, I don't know.
I think at some point when you've been there, done that, done this and that, and it becomes old, folks want to pass the torch. There's a bunch of like newer viewers pushing in, growing aggressively, trying to get their hands on stuff and tell the story. And it's kind of like, okay, that base is covered. How am I going to put my personality into this more? There's something about YouTube. If you can't keep excited about it, then you lose your enthusiasm. And I've seen channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, millions of subscribers, just up and quit. Like a really good example of that is a kid named Kev Jumba. This kid was YouTubing since 2006. He had somewhere around 4 or 5 million subscribers, and he just quit YouTube completely because the social media became his life. And then how do you live your life when it's like you have to keep up on all these comments, all these back and forth with and like public opinion is now determining how you're going to feel about yourself 1 second to the next. It doesn't happen when you're a smaller channel. It starts happening when you grow and you get bigger. And then a part of your consciousness is, what are people going to think about the next thing I do? You become a little self-conscious about everything. It's nice sometimes to just take a fucking break for a week from YouTube and not think about it at all. Like,
yeah.
It's hard to come back, though. Like, I've noticed, if you take a break, it's hard to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
Because one break leads into another break, leads into like a longer break, and then before you know it, it's like you're putting out 1 video a month.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just wondering.
You really are digging there, aren't you, son?
What?
I said, you really are digging there, aren't you?
Hell yeah.
Who's digging?
Mark, I think he's digging, and he's wanting to get a rise out of a certain person that I won't say any name.
Oh. No, I was just.
I'm messing, Mark.
I was curious. I was honestly really curious.
I'll tell you one channel that's pretty. I don't know what attracts me to it, but I guess when you do YouTube, you're always kind of looking at the number game, and you know what the numbers mean. If y'all haven't checked them out, which I'm sure y'all have, go check out Roman Atwood. This guy has about freaking 9 million subs, and every single one of his videos have at least 1 million views or above. This dude is killing it on YouTube, and he's in the billions on views right now, and he runs a little company out of his basement. On top of he does pranks and stuff like that, but it's a clean channel.
Yeah.
Nothing. Your family could sit there and watch it with you. But, I mean, killing it on the number side of it.
He's got a couple of channels. Really cool. And take a look at some of the collaborations he's done with other big YouTubers. Another guy to watch is Casey Neistat. I just watched a video of this father and son from Utah did a world tour with their golden play button from YouTube, which you get when you hit 1 million subscribers. Now they're almost 3 million, but they have a channel called What's Inside, and it's the dad and his 10-year-old son, and all they do is cut shit open and take a look at what's inside. They did a golf ball,
A bowling ball too, I think, once or something.
They cut open a rattlesnake to see what was inside. I mean, it's such a cool, simple idea, but like, and they did a world tour of like 10, 12 different cities, just traveling, the two of them, just vlogging while they were doing it. It was really cool. Sometimes I like to. I've been evolving and mixing it up and adding some vlogging stuff, some travel stuff, things that keep it interesting and exciting for me. Like, do I feel like doing this? Sitting here in the same setting with my nice mother-in-law's china and crystal and stuff, that does get old after a while, and it takes some kind of really awesome product to get me inspired, or some kind of project, or a collaboration with new people that I haven't met yet, interesting, different personality dynamic. But again, you know it when somebody's bored what they're doing. You could tell. It's not. It just lacks that energy. So, like, we always have to keep reinventing ourselves and changing it up and mixing it up, just like we always are in search of that new juice that's going to really hit our flavor palette. So with this creative stuff and doing a show, doing a YouTube channel, it's very important when you're in the doldrums. Hey, there's cycles. Snapping out of it means sometimes just adding some creative spice to it, changing things up a little. Grab your shit and go to a vape shop and do a video there. Go visit a YouTuber that's within an hour or two of you, no matter the size of the channel, small or big, and mix it up with some different personalities. The weight's not all on you to entertain now. You can kind of like play it like bouncing questions off of each other. Those are some other things. We all know each other now for like coming up on a year. Is it like a relationship that just gets, honey, could you pass the newspaper? I don't know. I don't feel that way about you, ST. I still love you, baby. I get excited every single week when I get to see you on air.
Well, the thing is that we've all developed a friendship on here, and a lot of times, I don't know if people know this, but the exact setting you see us in now, we do this in private all the time. So when you go sit over at your friend's house looking at each other, we come home, get in our office, and sit here and talk with each other on the computer quite a bit. So this goes on a lot behind the scenes that y'all don't get to see, but yeah, we've all developed a great friendship with one another. So the few occasions we get in a year's time to hit certain events and we're all together, it's like, hey, it's awesome as hell. But yeah, I've met a lot of good friends on here now.
Do you guys
Go ahead.
Do you guys ever feel that when you spend so much, like, I love the G Spot and I go on there very rarely. Not because I don't want to be on there, it's just it's not conducive in my life to be on there. But do you ever feel like you spend so much time hanging out with folks, like all of the folks here, so much on the G Spot that like everything's been said and done, and it's kind of like then we get on here and you're like trying to, I don't know, do you ever feel that way?
You just end up repeating everything over and over again.
Yeah.
It's almost like a repeat. That's what Mark always says, oh yeah, well, we're going on these shows and we're saying the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
So it's not fresh.
Well, and that's kind of why I changed the format a good while back to where, I mean, you were seeing a lot of the same people on the same shows. But there's only a certain amount of us in our realm of folks that, you know, to me they're good at doing the live show thing. They don't just sit there like a bump on a log or anything like that. But I was trying to have different people on here because I don't want people getting burned out seeing the same people like Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, you know, day in, day out. You know, we try to change it up a little bit, but I think at the most part we're doing a good job. But
I think it's good to have a bunch of different shows because a lot of people, like certain shows are, you know, there's a lot of dick talk, and other shows it's more professional, and other shows are more advocacy, and you got like Zack's show that's more technical, so
yeah,
everyone gets a good piece of what they want. Some people don't like dick, some people don't like talking about techie shit, you know, so
yeah,
everyone can tune into their own show that they like.
We definitely try to keep it all around. And then even at that, you got freaking, you know, Derail that we'll do every once in a while on a Saturday night to just see a whole different limelight on things. But, you know, we try. All right, look, we're getting too deep into the subject. It's cloud comp time, and I see Mike back there. He's probably breaking out the bad boy because he's decided he's just going to go ahead and win it, but look at him. He's getting ready. Oh, hell.
I'm getting ready.
Oh, he's breaking out the computer. All right, so here we go. Now, what I wanted to be prepared for today, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen, so I have to go to somewhere else. I was going to try to match Daryl up with this little bad boy, but it hadn't even come out the box yet, so I'll have to do it next week.
Oh, you wanted to go toe-to-toe with the TFV8?
Yeah, but I'll have to catch it next week because I'm gonna roll with what I got. But
what do you got?
I'm gonna be running the Limitless today. I think the Limitless will take you on out. So
the Limitless RDTA?
Yep.
I see one Limitless RDTA and match you.
All right. Well, you ready to start us off there, sir?
I think I can accommodate.
All right. Well,
power up.
Get you presented. Now remember, folks, no voting until we are all done.
All right. I'm being brave. I may dry hit like a motherfucker, but 110 watts.
Nice.
Let's check my build.
You are presented right now.
6-wrap Clapton. Looks nice and moist.
Wow.
God damn, it sounded like a fucking tornado.
It sounded like a jet just took off from down here. Nice. All right. Mark, you ready?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
I just got a drip.
Holy crap. I'm sitting here talking about this.
I could go next.
Okay.
Let me get it
Mike
going.
up. Present Mr. All right, Mike.
Don't be looking at my hair. Fuckers. Someone's like, oh shit, Mike has hair?
Damn. Where'd your ring go?
Nice.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, motherfuckers.
All right, Mark, you ready?
I'm ready.
You are presented.
La-di-da. 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 God damn, I got shot in the eye.
Watch it, kid. You'll shoot your eye out.
Holy shit.
Wow. Dude, every time I see you doing that, I'm thinking, man, if he doesn't breathe, he's about to go out.
Yeah, I'll pass out one day.
Yeah, no, please don't do that on me. Zack, you ready? And you are muted, by the way. Yo.
Hey, everybody.
I hear Phenom. Oh, hold on 1 second, folks.
Oh, hurrah.
Phenom, happy birthday to you, son.
Thank you, sir. How's it
Happy
going?
birthday.
Oh, well, hold on. Phenom's here. I'm going to go ahead and represent. Phenom, you're in the cloud comp.
Oh, let's do it.
Do it. You're presented right now. Wow.
The clouds look bigger in here, right?
What the fuck?
Wow.
They look amazing in here, bro.
Everybody's doing the cloud comp over at Mike's place now.
Everybody has a cloud comp here.
Phenom 1.
All right, Zack, you're presented.
Check this shit out.
Woo! Look at this guy.
Whoa.
Oh, Lord.
That's a hot seat. Don't let Brian touch that.
Yeah, it'll never be the same.
All right. So,
You're presented.
all right.
Yeah, you have to get an extension cord for that thing. Nice. All right.
Is that a staple gun?
The best for last, kids. Here we go.
Oh. ST wins.
Yeah. I just messed. No, I
You're
can't.
just
Hold
sharking.
on.
Sorry,
That was Mark. Epic.
had to let that out.
Damn, son.
All right. Not presenting. Okay. Let me get back to chat.
All right, roll.
All right. Place your votes. And who's the old nasty gravy part? Is that Mark?
Too much coffee.
Oh my God.
I did sound a little wet on the end.
Yeah, Dad, you might
I
need to
go
go check things out here. Come
Uh,
on, folks. Waiting. We're not doing a tie today, so somebody's got to win this. Yep, it is Phenom's birthday.
thank you, everybody, for the wishes. Appreciate it. So you know I can't see shit, right?
I'm doing creeper.
Phenom.
Oh, God.
You know what? And even though I believe you did get it,
We just saw the replay.
Oh, shit.
Phenom got it. We're going to give it to Phenom.
Oh, I win.
Yes,
Thank God.
first time on
Bro, every time you guys have a cloud com, I'm Ubering to Mike's place.
I want to fly
It's
into
amazing
Mike's.
here.
Yeah,
Let's do it again, replay.
I see how he's winning all these damn. Take another one. Let's just see. Look at this.
Damn.
He's got that trick light going.
Let's do a
on.
double hit that shit.
Ready?
Uh-oh.
I'll do that for you.
140. 175.
Jeez. Wow, you ain't be able to see that joker here in a minute.
Phenom, what tank do you have on there?
What's that?
What tank do you have on there?
What?
The beast?
Oh, the Beast.
Beast, baby.
Yep,
El
they're beasting it.
Beasto. Not to be confused with bestiality.
Oh, the TFT8.
Yep.
Yeah, the V8.
Yeah.
With the octuplet coil.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Oh. It's fixing to get nasty up in there.
Don't touch me there. Oh.
So Phenom, like we thought you were going to be there at the beginning of the show. Did you stumble into the wrong house again?
Dude, I had to
Only this time you
double-check.
sat down and had breakfast with the family?
Because he dropped me off like the house next door because like there was like people double parked. I'm like shit.
Phenom was just standing out front screaming his name, Mike, Mike.
Mike Vapes! Mike Vapes!
Oh, yeah. All right, folks, we're wrapping this up. We're going to get out of here, so we're going to do some outros real quick. So, Zach, take it away.
All right, thank you for having me on the show today, ST. I so appreciate the chance to win a cloud count against these two crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You guys know where to find me, Vaping Moderation, YouTube, Facebook, all the little social media places. I will catch you guys next week.
Nice. By the way, let's hit those likes and thumbs up, and
Yeah.
let's hit them all.
It looks like this. It's on the bottom of your screen. It's a thumbs up. Please click that. Thank you.
Yeah, hit it. All right, so Mr. Mike, take it away.
Who, me?
It's you.
Hi, I'm Mike Vapes, and you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Sigeli.co. And and I'd like to wish Phenom a happy birthday. It is fucking cloudy as a motherfucker in here right now.
I'm here right now.
Golly.
No, the AC is fucking not working yet.
Oh,
I've been dealing with 2 years. 2 days.
Yeah, you're going to need something good going on.
Shit, it's cloudy in this motherfucker.
Take it away, Mark.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. And I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Mr. Darrell.
Hey, everybody. Thank you all for joining us here on the live show. Thank you for all the great comments in chat. Good to see you, my fellow cohorts on here. And have a great day. We'll see you next week.
And that being said, we are out of here. Y'all have a great weekend. Same time, same place next week.
Did Zack get to say goodbye?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Phenom.
Zach was the first one.
Happy birthday, Phenom. We will see y'all later. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.